Hey, today I'm gonna tell you how I make my salad. First, I take this stuff, which is garlic. I take about 2 or 3 cloves, depending on the size. So I take uh, 2 big ones this morning, and then I peel them, and then I lightly hit them with the side of my knife to crush them without them flying all over the place. And then I cut them transversely to mince them, so they're underneath there somewhere. That's the first thing I do. It's always the first thing I do because I have to let it oxidize for at least 10 minutes. So refer to my other video. I'll put the link in the description about garlic chemistry or garlic biochemistry. And then what I did was I put scallions, which is bawang, down bawang. Okay, you can see the green bits there. I think I put 3 stalks here. And then I put the strawberries. Oh, sorry, after putting the garlic, then I put a bit of this stuff, which is tamari sauce. It's some kind of Japanese sauce, which is naturally brewed. So it's got yeast and vitamin B complex. And then I put a little bit of leek and parents, which the vegans will get upset about because it has anchovies. It's got anchovies and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you look at the ingredients, a lot of stuff in there. But it's hydrolyzed anchovies, and at the end of the day, the oils in it is negligible, otherwise it would be floating at the top there. So if you're vegan for ideological or religious reasons, then don't take leek and parents, but I'm doing it for health reasons, so a little bit is not going to kill me, not the amounts that's in there, so don't worry about it. Well, I'm not worrying about it. Okay, then there's this thing called Maggi seasoning, which is also hydrolyzed, but it's hydrolyzed vegetable protein. Okay, so it's vegan. North Swiss makes a similar thing. What do you call it? But it's harder to find. I don't know why supermarkets don't have it. And then I put some lemon juice. This is the other half of the lemon that I used. Okay, and then I stirred out and let it brew, and then I put some onions. Okay, onions, what I do is apparently red onions are healthier than yellow ones. So the yellow ones usually come from Holland, but these red ones, these generic ones, come from either China or India, and they're government controlled food price items. So they're 180 a kilo. And I always buy the smallest that I can find, so that I use one whole onion, and then I don't have to use half, and then keep half in the fridge until don't know when, and then it shrivels, and then you have to throw it away. Okay. Yeah, Australia makes red onions as well, which are more purplish in color, dark purple. They're very dark, almost blue, but they're really, really expensive. I think they're food tariffs or whatever. Anyway, that's it about the onions. What else did I put in here? Strawberries. Okay, again, I think I made a video earlier about Cameron Highland strawberries being the cheapest, $10.90 at Village Grocer, $12.50 at Aeon. And then Driscoll's, which is from the US, I think you're paying for the airfare, air flight, and whatever else, about 35 ringgit. What do you call it? A punnet. If I'm not feeling lazy and I go to Brickfields, then I can get fresh Amla fruit. They're about $1 each. I bought 9 for $9, and then you can cut it out and put in here. You can put in Sambal Belacan. It has a sour, slightly bitter taste, but when you mix it up with everything else, it's not too bad. Or Or you can get this stuff. I haven't opened this packet yet, but it's dried Amla powder. So yeah, this is from Buatan Malaysia. Okay, so Amla is the best antioxidant in the world. It's what do you call it? It says buah cermai. That's incorrect. They just don't know the istilah. It's actually buah Melaka. Okay. It's got scientific name which I can't pronounce. Manufactured by, yeah. What does it say? Somewhere in Puchong. Okay. So if you want to get it cheap, go to their factory in Puchong and then get it. And then later what I'll do is I'll put rosemary leaves, which is a good spice. It's a medicinal spice. It's supposed to like enhance your brain power. And I'll also put some cinnamon, which is kayu manis, and the cheapest cinnamon powder that you can find is by this brand, Kijang or something. Yeah, Kijang. Maria is also relatively cheap, but most of the cinnamon you get in Malaysia is actually cinnamon sticks. Okay, what else? Yeah, that's about it. I'll put my black pepper, of course, my Kampot black pepper, and then rosemary, some oregano. I don't have cloves to put in, but cloves are supposed to be very high in antioxidants as far as the spices go. Okay, I'll continue just in a minute after I cut up the other stuff to put in the salad. Okay, I've decided what else I'm going to put in my salad. I'm going to put this stuff, which is Yao Mak Tam. It's available from Segi Fresh. Big packet like this is $4.80. I'm just going to use this much, not a lot, as you can see. And then I'm going to use this stuff, which is Asian spicy herb mix. I got it at Village Grocer, which was selling it marked down, reduced to clear 50%. Okay, so sometimes you're lucky you get it. The best day to go to find markdown stuff is on Mondays or the day after public holidays. Okay, and then I might put some little bit of celery, which is, I think it's made in produce of China somewhere. Okay, also from Segi Fresh, $4.90 a head, and then a tomato. So I'll cut these up and put it in my salad and see you later. Okay, this is my salad. This is the Yao Mak Tam, which is baby gem lettuce or whatever, some kind of lettuce. And these are the tomatoes, and I'm about to cut up the Asian spice mix, and maybe I'll just use, I think half a stalk of celery. Okay, here's the salad with the celery and the Asian spicy salad mix that I got from Village Grocer on top. And what we do now is it's not over, I can't eat it yet. You have to give it a good toss, a good stir and mix so that the lemon juice and whatever sauces I had earlier would cover the green salads. It's important to eat lemon juice with green leaves so that the iron in the green leaves are more easily absorbed by the body. Vinegar doesn't cut it because it's acetic acid, but ascorbate or ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, does the job. So lemon juice or orange juice is the thing to use. And then once it's covered with all the lemon juice and other liquid sauces I put, then we put the flax and hemp seed, ground flax and hemp seed mix, which I've already ground in my vacuum blender, and I've got lots of it here, as well as I've got two more here. Okay, and then I put my cinnamon and nutmeg and rosemary and oregano and whatever else I feel like eating. There's a list of the best herbs which have the highest oxidants. The highest is actually cloves, which I'm not putting in the salad right now, but I'll make a list of those 7 herbs, the 7 top herbs with antioxidants. Okay, so excuse me while I give this a toss. I forgot to mention the most important little bugger, which is this little thing here. It looks quite rude actually, but this is fresh turmeric, and I'm gonna prepare this, and I'm gonna continue the video to show you how I prepare it to put it in my salad, which I've already tossed, and it's glistening wet with the lemon juice and tamari sauce, leek parents, and Maggi seasoning earlier, which I put earlier. Okay, as you can see, I've peeled the turmeric. These are the peeled skin here, which is unfortunate because it looks kind of like dry and wrinkled, but that's where most of the antioxidant and nutrients are in the skin of most stuff, because that's what's needed to protect the plant from the elements, so it has the most antioxidants and whatever else. Anyway, just because I'm grossed out by that ugly looking shriveled dried skin, I'm not using it. But really, if you want to eat it, I think if you dare eat it, or if you don't mind it, that's where most of the nutrients are. Okay, what I've done after peeling is to slice the turmeric, and after slicing the turmeric, I've julienned them, at which they are now, and then I'm about to cut them transversely this way so that I get them finely minced, and then I'll sprinkle them on top of my salad. Okay, that's how I use turmeric, fresh turmeric in my salad. And this amount of fresh turmeric is actually a lot. If you're a beginner, I suggest you use half the quantity that I'm using, because it does get a little hot and spicy. Okay, so if you're not used to it, yeah, I just want to warn you, it packs a wallop. Okay, here's our finely minced or diced turmeric. I've put it all on the knife so that I can do this with one hand. Just sprinkle it on my salad. Okay, so I'm gonna put the spices now. I've got this one, the first one, which is, I put them in a row, kind of organized today. This is the ground nutmeg. Okay, so I'm just going to put, yep, that's it. You don't need a lot. This is rosemary leaves. Okay, that's yeah, that's about it. And then cayu manis, which is cinnamon. Okay, don't really need a lot. And then black pepper and amla. Okay, I'm gonna have to use both hands for those, so I'll see you in a minute. Salad with all the spices on it. Oh, except oregano. Okay, forgot. Let me go get it. My oregano should be here. This is my kitchen spice rack. I have 2 spice racks. I've got rosemary here as well. Dill. This is Italian herbs. Basil, maybe I'll use those. Where's my oregano? Yeah, oregano leaves. Okay, I'll put these 3 and then I'll switch on the video again in a minute. Okay, this is the salad with all the dried herbs and spices and whatnot, which I think other people don't normally put in a salad, but Crazy Aslan tries everything because he's adventurous as far as his food is concerned. And after doing his research, if he thinks it's good for him. He will just whack everything. Okay, I'm gonna eat it in a moment and tell you what it tastes like in a little clip after. Right now the time is 1:45 on Saturday, June 15th, 2019. And this will be considered my late lunch, and I'll have an early dinner before nightfall today. Bye. My God, I can't wait till finish eating the salad to tell you how awesome it tastes. I just had my first mouthful and it was so good. I had to take a clip. It's just so tasty and tangy, and wow, it's really awesome. You should really try this salad. If you can't get 100% of all the dressings, you just get the general idea. Mix a lot of stuff in, and make sure one single thing doesn't overpower anything, and you'll end up in a really nice salad. So if you excuse me, I'm gonna finish this salad right now. Okay, that was awesome. It was very filling and tasty and delicious. I just loved it. It's a bit on the spicy side because of turmeric and garlic and maybe the onions, but it was good. Anyway, make sure if you're using fresh turmeric to always add black pepper, because the piperine in the black pepper increases the bioavailability of the curcumin in the turmeric by 2,000 to 6,000%, depending on what literature you read. But in any case, it makes a big boost to the body's uptake of the curcumin, and maybe other polyphenols as well, because everybody talks about turmeric and curcumin, but actually there are 4,000 polyphenols in turmeric. So it's best to eat turmeric the way I did, fresh whole turmeric. Okay, so that's it, my lunch for today. I hope you learned something about the crazy way I prepare food. See you next time. One last thing before I go, I forgot to mention earlier. You see, this is the bowl that I've used for making soup, and because I didn't use the oil, I didn't use any oil. It's not oily at all, and what do you call it? It's so easy to wash. This is one of the great advantages of not using any oil in your cooking. It's so easy to clean and wash up afterwards. You just need to use hot water. You don't even really need to use soap.